Hey, what's going on, guys? Pt.3 here, and welcome back to part 3 of our mini-series on our custom furnace. In this one, we are going to be covering the container, the GUI, and registering those, and just fixing up a few little things. So let's get started. First, in blocking it, we just need to make sure you've imported Silver Furnace, which I didn't do. And you need to add the arguments to match what we need. So the boolean is burning. So for on, you want to put true, and off is already false. And that should just get rid of that error. Now we need to create the container class. So inside Silver Furnace, you want new class, and we're going to call this Silver container Silver Furnace, and this needs to extend container, extends container, and we have a few variables to make as always. So first we have private final inventory, and call this tile furnace, just like that. And then we have private int cook time, and we're going to then put comma total cook time, comma oven burn time, comma current item burn time, and this just allows it to be on one line, which is much simpler. We want then the constructor, and we need to add the parameters. So inventory player and player inventory, and you want inventory, and call this furnace inventory. You then want to do this dot tile furnace is equal to furnace inventory. Then we need to do this dot add slot to container, new slot of furnace inventory, comma 0, comma 56, comma 17. So this is obviously depending on the placement in your GUI. This is just the normal furnace one because I haven't changed the texture around that much. I've only just changed the colours, that's all. So obviously you need to change that if you are intending on having it in a different place. So then you need to do this dot add slot to container, and new. This is where our custom slots come in. So new slot furnace fuel, and I think actually we named this slot Silver Furnace Fuel. And in here you want to put furnace inventory, comma 1, comma 56, comma 53, semicolon, and this dot add slot. No, not. I always click add listener, but we're never going to add a listener, which is the issue. So new slot furnace, no, slot silver furnace output. In here we're going to do player inventory dot player, comma furnace inventory, comma 2, comma 116, comma 35. Then we need to do some for loops, which are for the math of these. So for int I is equal 0, I is less than 3, I plus plus. Then we have for int j is equal 0, j is less than 9, plus plus j. And in here we're going to do this dot add slot to container, new slot of player inventory, comma j plus I times 9 plus 9, and then comma 8 plus j times 18, comma 84 plus I times 18. And we're now going to have another for loop, which so that's the player inventory. Then we have the hotbar, so for int k is equal 0, k is less than 9, k plus plus. We need to do this dot add slot to container, new slot of player inventory, comma k, comma 8 plus k times 18, comma 142. And actually we do need to add a listener, which is got to be a first. So add listener, and in here you're going to want to do super dot add listener, listener dot send all window properties, this dot tile furnace. Next we need to detect and send changes. Detect and send changes. Now this is a pretty big method, so I'm just going to copy it again. Once again, you can find these in the description of the videos, and we're going to change this to tile furnace, and I'm just going to copy this, paste, 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 just like that. Then we have update progress bar. So update progress bar, and basically this is the smelting progress thingy. Yeah, it's called a progress bar, so it's kind of self-explanatory. And we're going to do this dot tile furnace dot set field ID data, and we're going to do can interact with, and in this we need to return this dot tile furnace dot is usable by player in, I think, yep. And then we need to do transfer stack in slot, which is always, well, most of the time a big method, and it is, of course. This is probably one of the longest methods, apart from update, which can sometimes be longer. So just paste that in. I need to change this to tile entity silver furnace, if it's even on there. Tile entity silver furnace, and I'm just going to copy that. Oh, never mind. I'm going to copy that, paste, and I think that's it. What's the issue here? Okay, delete that. Cool. So that's everything for this class. So how far are we into the video? We're 10 minutes in. Okay. So let's go ahead and create these classes. So first let's create the slots. So you want a new package and call it dot slots. In here we're going to do slot silver furnace fuel as the first one. Slot silver furnace fuel, and this needs to extend slot just like that. And in here we're going to do the constructor right there, and we need to add some parameters. So inventory in, comma int slot index, comma int x position, int y position, and that's that for the parameters. And then in here we need to super off of this. So super off of inventory in slot index x position y position, just like that. Then we need to is item valid is let's just import slot net.minecraft.slot.slot, and then we can do is item valid, and in here we're going to do return tile entity silver furnace dot is item fuel stack or is bucket, or is bucket, and in there we put stack. Obviously we now need to create the bucket method, but first we should do stack limit. So get item stack limit, and we're going to do return is bucket of stack question mark 1 colon super dot get item stack limit, and now we need to actually create the isBucket method. So public static boolean is bucket, and in here you want item stack and we're going to return stack dot get item is equal to items dot bucket, just like that. Give that a save, then you can close that class and import it in here. Now we need to create the output, so new class, and we're going to call it slot silver furnace output, and we need to extend slot again, so extends slot, and let's just import this. We need to create some variables, so private final entity player player. We need private int remove count. Then we need to create the constructor and put in the parameters, which is going to be entity player inventory in int slot index, comma int x position, comma int y position, and then you need to super off of these just like before. So super off of inventory in, comma slot index, comma x position, comma y position, just like that. And then you need to do this dot player is equal player, and import entity player. Then you need to do is item valid, and what you want to do is return false, because you don't want to be able to put anything in the output. But I mean, you could return it true potentially if you know what you're doing. Next, you want to decrease stack size. So in here you want to put if this dot has stack, and inside this you do this dot remove count plus equals math dot min of amount, this dot get stack dot get count, and you want to return super dot decrease stack size amount. Then we have on take, and in here you want to do this dot on crafting, this dot player dot world, this dot player, this dot remove count, and get rid of the slash which I accidentally added. Then you want to do if exclamation mark this dot player dot world dot is remote. Then you want to do int I equals this dot remove count, float f equals silver furnace recipes dot instance dot get cooking experience of stack. Now, did I spell experience right? Yes, I did, I think. Maybe. Who knows? If f is equal to 0.0 f, then you can do I equals 0, and else if f is less than 1.0 f, then you can do int j equals math helper dot floor, and in here you want to put float of I times f, and then you want another if, so if j is less than math helper dot seal of float, then you can do float of I times f and math.random is less than, open up, double, open up 2, float I times f, negative, open up 2 more, float j. And I need another bracket on the end. So that's just some little math. Oh no, we don't need that. We need to do then plus j, and after you can put I equals j. And then we need a while loop. So while I is greater than 0, int k is equal to entity xp orb dot get xp split of I, and you want to do I is minus equals k, and then you need to do this dot player dot world dot spawn entity new entity xp orb, this dot player dot world, this dot player dot pos x, comma this dot player dot pos y, and this dot player dot pos z plus 0.5d, comma k, and we need to actually do y plus 0.5d as well. And then what's the issue here? What have I done wrong? Oh, I didn't do int k equals, wait, I thought I did that. Oh, my bad. What am I doing? I didn't mean to open this up. That's why. I thought it was a bit weird. And just put that on the end. And then after 2, you need to do this dot remove count equals 0, and net dot Minecraft forge dot fml dot common dot fml common handler dot instance dot fire player smelted event of player, comma stack. Oh, I forgot that N, Minecraft Forge. There we go. And that's it. Oh no, what have I done? Oh no. That's on take. I've done this totally wrong. Oh no, I've got my methods mixed up. Okay guys, and then you want the on take method, just like that. And inside of this, we've got 3 little things. So this dot on crafting of stack, and then super dot on take the player stack, and then return stack. And then on crafting, in here you want to do this dot remove count is plus equal to amount, and then this dot on crafting stack. Oh, what's wrong with amount? What have I done? Oh, we need comma int amount. I chose the wrong one. What a surprise. Next, we need a pretty long method called onCrafting. Just like that. And we're going to change oven recipes to silver furnace recipes. And give that a save. Now let's just import that, just like that. And now let's create our recipes class. So inside this package, we want a, wait 1 second, first let's Control-Shift-O to import all that we can. And the last two things are the recipes, I think. Yep, and then next episode we'll do the GUI and stuff like that. So let's close, no, we can't close this class because we need to create the recipes. So new class, and call it silver furnace recipes, and this needs to extend nothing. Actually, never mind, my bad. We don't extend anything. We need to create a few variables first. So private static final, and we need to call silver furnace recipes. Call that cooking base, cooking underscore base equals new silver furnace recipes. Then we need private final map and item stack, comma item stack, and then you want to call that cooking list equals maps dot, and then item stack, comma item stack, new hash map, and import map and item stack. So I think, yeah, it's that one. And I'm presuming it's java.util.map. So yes, that one and java.util.map. Alright. Then we need to go ahead and create our we need to create a method called instance. So public static, and then call silver furnace recipes instance. In here we need to return cooking base. Then we need to add our thingy, so our constructor, and we're going to leave this for a second because we're going to do that later. Then we got add cooking. Okay, this is a method we need to create. So public void add cooking recipe for block, and call that input, comma item stack and call that stack, and float, call that experience. In here you want to do this dot add cooking and call that item dot get item from block. No. Get item from block input stack experience and import block. Then you want to do add cooking, so public void add cooking, and you want to do item input comma item stack and float experience, and then you want to do this dot add cooking recipe new item stack of input comma 1 comma 3 2 7 6 7, and that's basically the max data if you were unaware. Next we've got add cooking recipe, so public void add cooking recipe, and we'll put item stack input comma item stack comma float experience. In here you want to do if get cooking result of input is not equal to item stack dot empty, then we do net dot minecraft forge dot fml dot common dot fml log dot info, and in here we want to put ignored cooking recipe with conflicting input colon double brackets equals double brackets, and then for data you want to put input comma stack, and then you want to return wait, what have I done wrong? Yeah, that's right. And then you want to do this dot cooking list dot put input stack this dot experience list dot put stack comma float dot value of experience, and now we have quite a few more methods to go, so I'm just going to copy these in. You can grab them from the description, of course, and copy and paste, and obviously I'm going to need to change a few things or not, as the case may be, but I just need to import everything. So, wait, what's entry? Let's have a look. What entry is it? So java.util.map.entry is the one we're looking for. Java.util.map.empty. And we have some issues. So what did I call? Oh, we didn't create our experience list. Oops. Let's just add that in. There we go. That's also in this whole class will be in the description to make it simpler. Add cooking recipe for block. You know, I'm just gonna copy this class from my thingy. This whole class will be in the description because I've obviously messed some stuff up here and there. And I'm just gonna get rid of this for now because we don't want that. Change to constructor. Change to silver furnace recipes. Oh, apparently I missed this. Obviously change this to silver furnace recipes. Change this to silver furnace recipes. And that is it. So that's it for this class. Now let's import this in here and go to our what's the issue now? Have we imported it everywhere? Tile entity class, let's make sure we import it here. That's it. So anyway guys, if you did enjoy this video, please do be sure to smash your face into that like button and subscribe. And we are going to do part 4 next time, where we create the GUI and do some rendering of the handlers and stuff, and then we'll create the model and that sort of stuff next time. So yeah, I will see you guys then. Goodbye.